Alright, YouTube, and welcome to a Bat Nerd Reviews. I am the Bat Nerd, and today I'm reviewing, yes, you guessed it, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is the 32nd movie in the MCU, and it is written and directed by James Gunn, starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Bautista, Gillan, Pom Kiementieff or something, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Sean Gunn, Chukwudi or something, I can't pronounce the guy's name, you know, out of Peacemaker, Poulter, Elizabeth, Debicki, Maria Bakalova, and Sylvester Stollone. So, in this one, it is the third movie of the Guardians of the Galaxy, where we find, where the Guardians, our original, Guardians from the first movie, band together one last time for one big space adventure, and in this they are facing the High Evolutionary, who is basically this mad being that tries to play God. And we get a little backstory into Rocket's backstory, and we also, see, they're also fighting to save Rocket as well after he sustains an injury, and we even get the Adam Warlock after he was teased in one of the mid-credit scenes of Volume 2, and we see it all happen in 2.5 hours. So that is what I'll tell you without spoiling anything. So what did I like about this one? Well, I love this one. I mean, yeah, it was 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is a long time, but those 2 hours flew by. I do feel that the last half hour did drag a little bit, but other than that, it was, brilliant. It was just a spectacle. It had a killer soundtrack, as it usually does, and it had not just songs from the 70s, but the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. We get a lot of action in there. It's a little slow at first, but it soon picks up and escalates, and my god, what a fun ride it is. I liked our usual characters, Star-Lord, Peter Quill, Chris Pratt, Bautista as Drax. He was just funny as always in this. We also had Mantis in there. We had Zoe Saldana playing the 2014 Gamora. And we also see Vin Diesel play Groot with his usual lines, "I am Groot," but he does actually say something else that isn't just "I am" or "we are Groot." He says something else, a sentence that doesn't involve any of those words. I won't spoil anything here. We also get Sean Gunn in there as Kraglin. He too was great in this, and also we get Cosmo the Space Dog as well, and Groot, I've already said that, and we really delve into Rocket's past, and it is not a nice one. I will say that there are moments in there which are sad, which are heartbreaking, particularly with Rocket's past, and we meet some new characters like Adam Warlock, played by Poulter, who is a good actor, and we finally get to see him in action as Adam Warlock. I feel that he didn't get much enough to do in this movie, but all in all, it was just a great way to wrap up this story arc of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Is this the last we're gonna see of them? Probably not. Probably the original lineup, but let's just say the end credit scenes beg to differ. And there are the usual end credit scenes. There is the mid credit scene, and then there is the post credit scene. So be sure to stick around for them. We also, are introduced to some new characters. It is just a fun ride. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll feel good with this movie, and It is just so much fun. Will I watch this again? Yes. Probably not in theaters because, like I said, it's 2.5 hours. It's a long movie. I don't know if I can sit that long a second time knowing all that's gonna happen. But it'll be on Disney Plus in the coming months. Yeah, but this movie, it's just so much fun. And we get an interesting villain as well. The great evolutionary who is just nuts in this. I mean, we had, Ronan the Accuser in Volume 1, Ego in Volume 2, Volume 3's villain was this guy, the evolutionary. And, yeah, I like that we get a few Easter eggs in there, a few callbacks, a few nods. We even get Sylvester Stollone in there, too, playing his part, and we get some Ravagers in there, and like I said, a killer soundtrack. But one of my very little flaws is that this movie did go on a little longer than it needed to, but I get it. It's the last one before James Gunn leaves for DC, the last time they ever, do any of these kind of movies in the MCU. Well, in this style, I will say. But, yeah, if you love the first two, you're gonna love this one. And, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, my final thoughts and ratings for this movie. You know what? Everyone was great in it. I had a ball. They wrapped it up nicely. And they're clearly not planning on stopping with the characters or anything. We'll see them again. Maybe in another crossover movie like Avengers, Kang Dynasty or something. I don't know. But I don't mean this is the last we'll see of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, ratings. I'll give it 4.5 batarangs out of 5. 4.5 batarangs out of 5 for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So there you go. There is my review on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Have you seen this one? Let me know down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends. And feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. I have been the Bat Nerd and this has been Bat Nerd Reviews. So until next time, Bat Nerd out. Or we are Groot. See ya.